Let me share the screen as well. Okay. All right. So people, welcome all of you for this 4 days boot camp or workshop on how to enter the world of data analytics and reporting. Okay, this is for everyone, no matter you are from whichever domain you are from technical or non-technical, or if you are from any kind of domain. So this session, this 4 day session is for everyone. Okay. Now, before I start the session, I have a question for everyone, online and offline. What are you expecting from this session? I'll give 2 minutes. I will ask offline one by one. Meanwhile, I want people offline to answer me what actually you're expecting from this particular session. Okay. All right. So if people can answer, meanwhile, I'll just ask people offline. Quickly, I want the quick answer. What you're expecting? New skills, dashboards, knowledge. Very good. Problem solving. Okay. Knowledge, problem solving, some information. Okay. Career, career growth. Okay. Skills, career growth, skills. Okay. All right. Let's see what people offline, the online has given. Say Abhishek, Abhijat is saying career transition. Very good. Sandeep Kumar, Excel, Power BI, and Python. Okay. Deepa, basic understanding about data analytics, knowledge about data analytics, new skills. Jai Kishan. Yellesh, skill upgradation. Divya, knowledge. Rashmi, to gain knowledge growth. Chandan Sakhya, want to know about the real world of data analyst. Okay. Purnima saying that learn how to well prepare to attract opportunities in data analytics field. Okay. All right. So I think Shishir is typing. So meanwhile, let me just tell you, people, this session, 4 day session, is not anything about Excel, not anything about Python, or not anything about your technical skills, or say the course. I told in the beginning, this is actually, so Shishidhar is saying, upskilling on latest data analyst. Very good. Okay. So let me just tell you, people, please don't think that this session is about I'm learning Excel, I'm learning Python or SQL or Power BI. This is about the general topic and also some of the practicals, like how actually a data analyst should behave or data analyst should get equipped with the tools. So this is the session which I actually want to give you, where a data analyst has to get prepared, not only with the skills, with the communications, with some technical skills, or anything related to becoming a very good data analyst. Okay, so if you're expecting that you'll be learning on Excel formulas or Excel something, no, or Power BI, I'll be learning something because you already have joined some courses. You're doing that. That is something different. People who have not joined, you can still get a lot of ideas about what skills a data analyst has to get equipped with, or say you should have that skills. Okay, this 4 day session is about how actually a data analyst should be and how actually you should get the skills, the knowledge, or communications or anything so that he can enter the world of data analytics. Okay, so let me make you people clear. All right, so now what I'll do is I will walk you through this PDF. This PDF is already shared in the group and it's already there in our website also. If anybody still don't have, don't worry, you can still go to my website. I'll send you all the links to you. You can still download this particular PDF. Okay, but I'll walk you through the entire PDF. It is just some 7 to 8 sheets. I'll just walk you through that. Just go through that, and then we'll go for today's session, which is completely on the background of how to enter the data analytics. Okay. All right. So first thing is, I'm just saying that jumpstart your career in data analytics and reporting. People, I'll tell you, it is not at all difficult to become a data analyst. Okay, but to master the skills, you should have that hunger, you should have that interest, and you should have that confidence. If you don't have that hunger, you will not learn. If you don't have that interest, you will not join the courses, or say you'll not at least go and study, the skills. If you don't have that confidence, you cannot go and attend the interviews. Understood? So you should have that hunger of mastering the skills. You should have that interest in learning the skills, and also you should have that confidence of, yes, I can do this. If you have that confidence, 100% you can pass the interviews. But the question is, how do we get the interviews? That I'm there, I'll take care of. Okay, all right. These are the list of things what we have. Okay, in this PDF, say course structure, about ITAS, about me, the trainer, and how to enroll in these things. This is for you people, which you can go and you can check that. Okay, all right. But let me talk about this course structure, about ITAS, and about me, so that you people will know what are we learning, from which institute we are learning, and who is actually the mentor. Okay, all right. So let me just walk you through. So this boot camp, let me just maximize. Let me just maximize this. Okay. So this boot camp or workshop, what does it says? It is saying about, I just mentioned, right, that you will be understanding about the skills, how actually you should equip with more technical knowledge to enter into this world. Okay. All right. Then what all is there in these 4 days? It's a live interactive sessions. I told you interactive means it's not that I'll be just only talking. So I'll ask you people also some questions, or you can also ask me some questions so that I'll answer what actually you need. Okay, right. Then real life case studies and practical exposure. I told you from tomorrow I'll be showing you some dashboards. I'll also be telling you some case studies. I'll also be talking about some KPIs, a lot of things which you actually have to implement in your projects. Okay, I have many people here who already completed the course and who are waiting for the projects as well. So these things will actually help you in start executing and working on the projects. Okay, personalized personalized career guidance and mentorship. This already we have started. We have started with some of you people. So this will continue with more other people who have not yet taken the career guidance and the mentorship. Resume and LinkedIn. The profile optimization. I think last week I took one career growth class. So I've already told you people how actually you should master. So you should start implementing it. People who have not attended this session, please let me know. I'll send you that recorded link. You can go through that. Okay. Access to live project and internship. So this is the bonus what I'll be giving. I have more than 100 projects examples which I'll be sharing it with you. You can keep that and you can use it. Certificate of participation. This will be given when after we complete the sessions. Okay. All right. So the next thing is course structure. Let me walk you through this. This is what we actually need. Let me just maximize this. Okay. So people, today we are learning about this. Say day one. So we'll say getting started with data analytics. That means if you want to become a data analyst, what all things you have to learn. And there are so many questions, so many things which people are still, thinking that how actually we can join this data analytics. There are so many people who are actually confusing you people. But today, I will make you people completely 100% clear about who actually can become a data analyst. What actually we should do for becoming a data analyst. So here, I'll be talking about what is data analytics and the current industry trends. You can see that a lot of companies are actually coming up with so many job openings for data analytics. But for that, what all we should learn, what we should master, that I'll talk to you people. Okay. Common terminologies. This is very important. So many people doesn't know about the terminologies. Simply we'll just learn Power BI. Okay, I'll learn Power BI, but what actually we should do, no one knows. That I'll be talking. Shifting your mindset. Why now is the best time for becoming a data analyst or taking this course on data analytics. Okay, why this is the right time? Because now a lot of openings are there, but why? I will explain this in detail with examples. Then you'll know what actually you're learning is how important it is. Okay. Understanding roles. These roles are very important because most of the people keep asking me, sir, what is Power BI developer? What is the data engineering? So there are a lot of questions. So I just made a very simple slide for you people so that you can get a clear idea about what actually these roles are. Then day 2, tomorrow we'll be working on skills and career paths. Okay. So essential skills to start, say, we have a lot of skills, say Excel, Python, SQL, we learn VBA. So I'll explain about why actually these skills, the common skills are used in industry and how actually you can use that so that you can become a very good data analyst. Okay. All right. Then how non-tech career gap candidates can enter the field. A lot of people actually are afraid, especially people from non-technical background. Okay. You just take the civil engineers, commerce graduates, or mechanical engineers. They scare thinking that whether we get a job or not. But still, they'll somehow go and join some institutes, do some courses, and again they'll come out saying that we didn't get job. It's not about you are coming from which background. It's about how what actually you've learned, how much you've learned, how much actually you're carrying it further. Okay, I'll talk about that. Then resume and LinkedIn optimization. Anyways, I've told you, but still I'll mention this tomorrow for a few minutes so that you people can understand. And then again, I have a complete video on this. I'll share that video. Okay, real-time exposure. So this is where I told you that we'll be working on some data cleaning techniques. Most of the people actually doesn't know how to clean the data. But before that, what all you have to take care? I'll bring some live examples which I have worked, some challenges what I have faced. When I'm actually trying to clean the data, there are a lot of different way of cleaning the data. So that I'll get you and I'll show you whenever you get any data, what actually you should do. So practically, I'll show you so that if people can get an idea about data cleaning techniques and also communication with the clients. Most of us actually think that if I learn Power BI, I'll get a job. Most of us think that we become master in Excel, I'll get a job. But I'll tell you people, there are more other things, especially the soft skills are also important. In that, communication is very important. I have a very good English, but still, I'm not able to communicate. The meaning of communicate is, say, when I'm actually talking about the business, so I have to talk in that particular language only. Even though I know very good English, doesn't mean that I can speak to anyone and I can get the business. No. So those things will be talking here in this particular day, that is real world exposure and hands-on. Okay. Finally, we learn about the dashboarding concepts. I told you I have some 100 plus examples. Okay. Not only in Power BI, Excel, so all this, I'll show you that particular bonus file. So we'll get that skills checklist. What all skills I need to become a good dashboard designer or BI developer or something. Then companies hiring. So let's look into which all companies are hiring these roles. How actually we can approach these people. How actually we can build our network and how we can start searching for jobs. So this I'll talk in the 4th day. Along with that, you'll also get the certifications, and I'll tell you how we can get the internship from online. There are many internships actually. So I'll talk about that as well. And about our career accelerator program. Okay. All right. Next, about ITAS. I'm not sure how many of you know about our institute. This institute was actually started in 2012 when there were very less institutes actually. We can actually count. Mine actually was the 6th or 7th institute when we started purely on data analytics in 2012. So at that time, many of them didn't know about there is something called as data analytics, data science. So we started at that time. So it's almost 13 years actually. We started this institute and we're still going on with a lot of principles. Even the biggest of the biggest institutes are not able to implement. Okay, so we have given a lot of people with the multiple batches. They can attend any number of batches, and we have given a lot of people some placement assistance as well. Many of them are there in a very senior position also. So, this institute purely started for data analytics, business analytics, MIS reporting, and also for data science. Okay, what do we offer? So we offer all kind of courses. What is required for data analytics, data science, and business analytics. Okay. We also do a lot of career development programs like what I'm doing now. Same thing. We are conducting a lot of these kind of programs, and we have given a lot of placement assistance to connect with the top companies. So there are people who are working in Google getting more than 48 lakhs package. There are some people working on Wells Fargo who are getting more than 28 lakhs package. So there are many companies from where, from this institute, they've gone to, many big companies. So I have a list of companies. You can go to our website and you can check. And also, I'm telling you that it's not that we have, got them job directly. They have worked, they have joined the course, they have learned, they have worked hard, they have mastered the skills. And again, we have given some references. Some people have taken the job by their own references, and some people have worked very hard. They've built the network and then they've got the job. I never want to take the credit for all the people who have got the job. There are many people who have got the job by themselves as well. So most of the people have got the job by themselves. This can be done only when you have that interest, confidence. Otherwise, how much ever I teach you people, how much ever I make you people master, it is not possible for me to get a job if you don't have the confidence. So keep that in mind. My aim is not just to make you people master in the skills, but also make you people, get some interest and confidence so that you people can actually get into some good job. Okay. All right. About me, many of them know me. My name is Aadi Puttaswamy. I have almost 19 years of experience in this data analytics field. I have worked with various companies, SD Software, which is Society General, which is an investment banking, where I joined there as a process executive as a junior. Then again, I worked with Farmark Analytics for almost 4.5 years, then Mu Sigma, then IMS Healthcare, and after that, I started this institute. Okay, so I have a wide experience in all the domains, especially in the sales, marketing, these kind of data. And again, I started this institute in 2012, where I started teaching people on data analytics. Almost more than 1 lakh students I have trained globally. Okay, so I've trained people across globe, where people are working across globe. Say people have joined in Saudi, you can see in US, UK. So there are many people who have joined in other countries as well. Okay. So you can see that I have 18 plus years of experience. I have data analytics and reporting expertise, more than 300. I think it's gone more actually. More than 300 plus corporate trainings I've done, college trainings I've done. Okay. I'm a consultant and mentor for many students, companies, and even colleges as well. Okay. So I've got many awards like this, and people, to be very frank, I'm not mentioned here, but this year from central government, I've been selected for the Bharat Padma Bhushan Samman Award as well. So most probably in July or in August, I have to go to Delhi for receiving that award. Apart from that, there is one more very big award, which I don't want to reveal now, which will be announced next year. I've been nominated for that. It's a presidential award. I will tell you. Okay. That will be in January on Republic Day. They'll announce. That will be announced by President and Prime Minister. Okay. So if I've been nominated for this, I've not been selected. So I have got nominated for this. If I'm getting selected, I will be awarded by our president. Okay. So this is my achievements, and these are some of the enrollments links which you can actually use this and get enrolled. Okay. These are all some of the success stories which you can go through. I don't want to talk about this. You can go and check. Okay. And next, we'll actually go with the topic what we have. Okay. Right. So before I start, the people online and offline, how excited are you to learn or say attend this session? How excited are you? Quickly, people offline, people online. I want a quick one. I'll just give you 1 minute, answer this, and then I'll show you the topics what we're actually covering. So how excited are you people this session? How excited are you? Quickly. Question. Full Josh. What happened? Full Josh. I cannot see Josh. People online, quickly. As always, hi. Very good. Swapna. Chandan 100%. Okay. Deeply much. Very much excited. Very good. Curious to learn. Fine. Very good. Very much excited. Very good. Thank you so much, Sujana. Most excited to learn from best mentor. Thank you so much. Excited, more excited to learn. Okay. All right, people, all of you. So I can see, almost all of you are very excited. So today's session, as I told you, it will be completely a session where I'll be explaining about the background of data analytics. Because whenever I see, people come, I'll tell you. Right. So people stop messaging. Now, please listen. Okay. Let me tell you, whenever people come, or say, the student or the candidate come to our institute for inquiries, first thing their mindset will be, what will be the fees? Okay. This is very common. What will be the fees? You know what happens? Why? Because they'll go to some other institute, they'll have some idea. Those people will say 2.5 lakhs, 3 lakhs. So now, first thing itself, people will get afraid. 2.5 lakhs and they lose the confidence. I go and study for 6 months. If I don't get the job, what will happen? One thing is my parents will start scolding. Other thing is 2.6 lakhs. I would have put in some bank and I would have taken some interest. So many ideas will come. So many thoughts will come. Yes or no? Right? Now the second thing is again they'll go to another institute. They'll say 75,000. And some other institute then negotiate and say 20,000. Now we will get confused. Which one to join? This happens to everyone. Why? Because money, when you actually invest somewhere, always will think that whether I'll get it back or not. Because all the people sitting here, we are all from either middle class or lower middle class. So we are not a people where we have, lot of money, where we have crores of money. If you have crores of money, then you'll not at all do the course only. Yes or no? You'll go, you'll buy some property, rent it, and you'll get the money. Ultimately, for us, the salary or the money is important, right? But when you think about the course, people who are doing this course, it's always, it's always the people who are in the middle class or lower middle class will always think about the job, right? Second thing is, I am from a different background, non-technical background. Whether I can join this, if I join this, can I really get a job? There are so many questions, you'll be getting. And there are some people who ask, sir, I want to do data analytics. Should I have to learn programming? I'm not interested in programming now. Whether I can still join this data analytics. So there are so many these kind of, I'm just telling you the common questions what people will have. But for that, what I did is every time whenever a candidate comes, it's not that I'll speak to them, I'll also try to understand the problem. Because I can relate this exactly like what I had the problem when I was doing the courses. At least now, if you come here, I'll spend some time and I'll explain. But when I went to some institutes, I know how they actually speak. Even now, you would have experienced, some of you, how they actually speak. I don't want to, explain that. Keeping those things in mind, I don't want in my institute that I'll just come, people will say, okay, I'll charge this much, join the course, you'll get a job. No, I don't want to do that. First, I want to understand you people, whether it is required or not, whether you can really do it. See, once you are interested, I know how to get the confidence. I know how to make you people get confidence so that the people can actually learn something and do something in your life. Not with a big salary, at least the small salary, you can still get a job. Okay. So these are some of the questions which will arise in many of the people. So now for that, to give you an answer, the general answer, I made some slides. I'll walk you through that. You'll understand it easily. See, let's go here. Okay. So what is the topic today? Day 1. Say getting started with data analytics. I have almost some 10 pages where I have a lot of points to discuss. Today, by the end of the session, again, I'll ask you people one question that you can really do this data analytics or not. That you tell me end of the session. Okay. Now, people who have already joined or paid money, sir, I've already paid. Now it is like we have to become data analyst. Now there is no option for us. We already paid the fees. Yes or no? If I'll ask you the question in the end, and now people have already paid the fees, they'll say, sir, there is no other option. We have to be data analyst. I don't know. If you're not making me data analyst, I'll not leave it. Yes. People who have not joined, they'll be thinking now still we have an option. Yes or no? Yes or no? Yeah. Go through this. Okay. Don't worry. Okay. You will become data analyst. I'm here to make you people data analyst. Okay. Right, people. So let me just start with simple example, simple thing that everyone can easily understand. Okay. First of all, when you're joining some, the course that is data analytics, first let's understand what is the data analytics. People who have already joined the course, you know what is data analytics. People who doesn't know, or non-technical background, or say people who doesn't know anything, let me just tell you, see, data analytics. Analytics means you are trying to analyze the data and try to get some output out of it. How the output that we'll see later, and make people understand easily. How many of you watched yesterday's match? There was one match, one guy hit 35 balls, 100 runs. Huh? Why? When you're watching that match, every ball is hitting, you can see that some visualizations are happening, right? More than that, the visualizations are making us more interesting, right? And also you can see the scores are coming, especially in IPL matches and all you see, there won't be more of numbers, sir. There'll be more of visualizations, which is very much interesting to see that, yes or no? But if you just go 15 years back, everything was just numbers. So it was very difficult for us to go. See, by the time we go and read that, it will go, the screen is off, the scores are gone. But now you can see that, say, when batsman is standing, suddenly you can see that there is one big score coming, and you can see that as if the score or say the chart is on the ground only. Yes or no? This can happen by visualization so that I can make people easily understand. They're trying to make it more and more, fraction of seconds people should understand. So likewise, data analytics is something where I have a huge data and I'll try to make people understand. People who doesn't know anything, understand what actually the data is speaking. That's all. So data analytics, if you see the definition, it says the process of examining raw data. Raw data means it is not at all cleaned. I'll show you how the raw data looks in the coming sessions. I've told you the data cleaning. In that class, I'll show you raw data to find useful patterns, conclusions, and insights. Now, if you say patterns are nothing but, let's say, the visualizations, the kind of things what you're actually trying to make people understand easily, right? Then and say conclusions. Say conclusions are nothing but, I have the data. In a March month, I got very big sales. In April, I got very less sales. Why it happened like that? There should be some reason, correct? So we have to come to one conclusion that what is the problem? What is the solution for the problem? Okay. Insights. Insights are nothing but the information what we get, and we are just telling to someone, say this is what happened. Now you take the decision. Okay. All right. So we can make better decision out of it. How? If I don't understand anything about the complete data, I can still understand about the visualization what they're given. Correct? Yeah. Okay. It's not about collecting the data. Data analytics is not about just collecting the data. It is about finding the meaning in existing data. That means we, the data analyst, are not bothered in going and collecting the information. We, the data analysts, are bothered about what? The data which is already there. We're trying to study it and make sure that we'll try to get the right output of it. When I say output, what is that? It can be the patterns, that is the visualizations. It can be the conclusions, that is what is happening. Insights, what is the information? Why? To give a better output, better understanding, better decision I need to take. Understood? So we are the data analyst who works on the existing data. Understood? Then what data scientist will do? He will try to predict what's happening in the next 5 years, what will happen in the next 2 years. Understood? You got an idea who is a data analyst? Okay. What is the goal? Help business make smarter, faster decision backed by evidence. That means I already have the data. I'm trying to understand that why I'm doing all this so that the business will improve. The production will improve. The performance will improve. If you don't have the data, how will I actually know? Understood? Right. Why is data analytics important? There was one time when I was in college, I was a computer science student. We all had a dream that I should go and join a big company, software company. I want to become a software developer. This is the only dream everyone had. Okay. When I was in college or say my seniors or something, we used to go and search for, or say, we used to think about what companies, Infosys, Wipro, only these kind of companies, thinking that we are doing our computer science, we'll go and join the software developer job. That's all we had in our mind, and we'll become software engineers. That's all we had. All the even now many of the BE students who are into computer science or information science, their idea is about only becoming software engineers, and only they are the IT professionals. That is all we had in mind. But let me tell you, after we started, I started my say apprenticeship. Then again, I joined some institutes. Then again, I joined some companies. Then I came to know that it is not that only software developers. There is something else in IT industry as well. So then I started exploring about, I joined as a data entry. I joined as a data entry operator. I worked for government offices, say Karnataka state government for creating bus passes. Income tax office. Okay, I worked in income tax office for data entry. Night shift. So that time I used to do all the data entry. There, one thing I understood that there are a lot of data which are getting entered. Okay, I knew SQL, but I didn't know where all they'll be used. But then I practically came to know that it's not that what example you people are working, right? Say we'll take one table, save some 10 records or 20 records. No, just imagine I actually was entering this income tax applications. Previously, they used to fill that in the paper. So I used to go to income tax office near the infantry road, night shift, and you have to sit and keep on entering. Okay. Then I was moved to BTS bus pass. Then again I was entering. Then I came to know they're all getting saved in database. So then I started exploring more. I actually, straight away didn't become a software developer. So we didn't know. We just joined some job. So there I understood how the data is getting collected. So that is collection of the data. Then after that, when I joined Society General, that is SG software, there I understood there is something after that, after collecting the data, what they are doing. Right? So there we started studying the data. We started analyzing the data, automating the data. Right? So now why this data analytics is so important? You go to any companies, okay? It generates massive data, huge data. Imagine now in this class itself, let's say we are some 50 to 60 people. After the session, we feel that, okay, I want to purchase something. You go, you use your ATM card, credit card, or some people sitting here only will order something from Amazon, Flipkart, Zepto, something. Imagine how much of data is getting collected in just few seconds. Like that. Just take an example of Amazon. How many of you keep purchasing something, right? How much of data is getting accumulated? How many of data is getting generated? But you want to study that data, right? Have you seen when you actually order something, Amazon, below there will be something called as people who ordered this product, they also ordered this product. Yes or no? You can see that in the bottom, we'll get that suggestion. How is this coming? People say, sir, what is that? Artificial intelligence, sir, machine learning. But for that also there should be some data, right? But machine learning is, oh, this fellow, he is Hitesh. He has ordered some hard disk. So tomorrow I'll sell him one laptop. Will you take laptop? But how will that happen? They will actually see hard disk people who have purchased what all they have purchased. That data is getting collected in the back end. Then it will suggest something. Right? Just because one fellow has taken hard disk, everyone it's not like that. It is all about the data. Understood? So machine learning or artificial intelligence, that is next level. But before that, it will also have one more layer, that is data analytics. Understood? See, from websites, social media, sales, operations, what all, everywhere data. You go to civil engineer, civil background, data is there. You go to law, data is there. You go to mechanical engineers, data is there. Yes or no? Any domain you name, data is there. Those who can analyze and act on data survive and grow. Understood? People, a lot of demand now. Companies are not even bothered about programmers. I'll tell you. They want someone who can study the data and create some dashboards, who can explain them where is the problem, what is the problem, how can I solve this problem. That is why the data analytics jobs are becoming more and more. Sir, I'm not getting job. Sir, I'm not getting job. That is because you are not applying in a right way for the current trend. Sir, I know Power BI is super. No one can do like me. But if you cannot show it, how will someone actually, take you for a job? I'll tell you what all you have to do, the current trend. That we'll see later. Right, example. I just give an example of Amazon, right? See here. Netflix suggests movies. Yes. You go to Netflix. How many of you have Netflix OTT platforms? You go to your OTT, it suggests, right? So these movies, you watch horror movies, it will suggest all the horror movies, right? Amazon recommends the products that it will always do because it has to do some sales. Banks detecting fraud. People who take this loan and they'll not return, it will automatically do some process. Okay. Hospitals manage patient records. A huge record has to manage, right? Okay. What are the current trends? Explosion of big data. Every industry now is getting lot and lot of data. Imagine in your area, everyone is dumping the garbage. There is a corner and you have some 50 houses. Everyone will go and dump the garbage. What will happen? It will get dumped. It will get disturbed. Yes or no? But if someone can actually have an idea that how we can dump, how we can clean it, how we can actually have that environment clean, don't you feel nice? Same thing, if the data is getting dumped with all, raw data, no formatting, nothing, everything is getting dumped in one place. There should be someone who can actually make sure that you will clean that and give a clear picture, dashboards, reports, which others can understand. That is what the data analyst will do. Understood? Demand for business intelligence tools. After COVID, Power BI became, so it's like everyone wants to become Power BI developer. Every company wants to shift to Power BI because it is freely available. Yes. Tableau, I don't think it's so much of demand like what Power BI has got. It is on demand, but not to the extent where we have Power BI. Okay. Next, remote data analyst jobs growing. People, I'm not sure how many of you actually agree this. There are many companies are giving now work from home options. At least you have to go to office. I'm not telling that you can, because many of my friends are actually working permanent work from home, who are senior data analysts or say they're data analysts. Okay. People, 1 minute. People, sorry. Okay, so where was I? Remote data analyst jobs. Okay, there are many companies who allow remote job, that is work from home jobs. Many of my friends who are working for US, but they are in Bangalore. So there are chances like that as well. But imagine any other jobs, it's not possible like that. IT jobs has got that flexibility. So in that data analyst, if you are a data analyst, many of them have become freelancer as well. But to become a freelancer, you should have a very good background. Otherwise, you cannot become a freelancer. People think that, sir, I'll do some course and then I'll start, working. Who will actually give you without knowing your background? Build your profile. You don't have to be experienced, work on some companies. You start working on some project on your own, and then you just put in your LinkedIn and see, you'll get a freelancing job as well. In data analyst, say, in data analytics, you can get a lot of, remote jobs, freelancing jobs you yourself can do. If anybody wants like that suggestions, I can actually suggest, I can give you some suggestions how we can do, but don't ask me, sir, you also get the projects. I cannot get you the projects. I can suggest you how we can become a freelancer. That I can tell you. Okay. All right. Companies building data-driven cultures internally. Now, many companies, okay, many of the people from HSBC, SBI, HDFC, they come to me. Okay, I cannot tell their names and all. They come to me for getting trained because they don't want to become masters. They at least want to know how this dashboards, how the skills actually work. Okay, and then they'll go there. A lot of banks are actually implementing these kind of teams where they do the analysis. Okay, all right. Now it's the best time to enter analytics. Why? Massive demand, low competition compared to IT. Everyone wants to become software developers. But when it comes to data, see, I'll tell you, 5 years back, no one actually was thinking that data analyst will get such big salary, data analyst will become such big industry. Everyone was just thinking, okay, data analytics, what I learn Excel. Power BI was not there that time. Only Excel, SQL, what will get. People working on Excel, that means they feel, this fellow is only data entry. But now you just see Excel, Excel, Excel. I started this advanced Excel when? In 2012. When I started, people started laughing at me. Seriously, they was laughing at me, saying that you teach Excel. What is there to learn in Excel? But today, the same people are actually trying to learn, they're not able to learn. Okay, high demand, low competition. It's very, the good field. Anyone can easily enter. Okay, all right. So this is about data analytics and the current trends. Okay, all right. Another 5 minutes. We'll take a break. Okay, don't worry. Now, after this, we should understand some terminologies. What terminologies? The people actually will say, "Sir, I want to become data analyst." We should know the language of data analytics as well. Okay. So whenever I take some technical courses, we should speak in that language only. Then only people feel that yes, these fellows knows. Okay. Now, when I say common terminologies in analytics, what is data? Data is nothing but the information. It can be a raw data or a cleaned data. When I say raw data, it is nothing, just dump. It can be in Excel, it can be in Notepad, it can be in CSV, it can be in SQL, it can be in website, anywhere it can be, but it is dump. But when I say cleaned data, that means it is very neatly structured. Especially it will be in Excel or SQL or something. But when I say raw data, it can be in any format. Even in PPT also it can be. Understood? So data is nothing but raw facts and figures. Right? What is database? It is a container, a structured way of storing the data. So this database we will find in where? In SQL Server, MS Access, MySQL, Oracle. Understood? KPIs, key performance indicators. So what are the key performance indicators? Say they're nothing but the measures, the numbers. The measures of the numbers, we call it as metrics. Okay. Say I want to calculate the growth percentage. I want to calculate the profit percentage, the market share. How much of growth from previous year to this year? Whether I'm growing in positive or negative. So if you want to calculate something like that, then we have that KPIs. The KPIs, there are so many actually. Right? There are so many. I cannot tell that only per profit percentage. There are hundreds of KPIs that depends on the. It's nothing but the calculations, the values, the metrics. Okay. So KPI is nothing but key performance indicators. Data cleaning. We all know that cleaning means what? Making the unstructured, the data which is not at all clean, you're just trying to clean it. When I say clean it, that means we're making it 100% quality data. When I say quality data, that means it is very nice, very good for creating dashboards, creating reports, or at least to, formatting, show it as a, table format. Okay. Data visualization. We all know what is data visualization, right? What is data visualization? Charts, the images, the infographics, right? Those kind of things. We create some dashboards. What is dashboard? Dashboard is nothing but collection of reports. When I say reports, it can be a table, it can be a chart, it can be an image, it can be infographics, right? ETL, Power Query Editor. Some people have already worked, right? ETL. ETL means extract, transform, and load. What is that? The process of gathering, modifying, and storing the data. I have a data which I've imported, I'm extracting, I'm trying to transform that. Transform is changing something, and then say loading it back to the application so that I will get some data, cleaned data for creating the reports, dashboards, patterns. Okay. Storytelling. Story means what? Our grandparents used to tell some stories and all that. Some stories, but these stories are not like that. The story, I have a data. In that data, keeping that data, I'm telling some, happenings, conclusions, some problems, all these things I'm just trying to cover up. And that I'll create a dashboard so that it will be easy for me to explain. Storytelling is what? Narrative techniques. Data visualization to communicate the insight. That's what. I have a data. I want to tell what is the problem here. For this problem, what is the solution? What is the reports I can create? The dashboards. That is storytelling. Okay. All right. Okay. Now, what we'll do is we'll just take 10 minutes break. Okay. Now it is 12:27. Let's say 12:30. Say we'll gather at. So sorry, it's not 12:27. It's 11:27. So we'll all get back at 11:40 sharp. Okay. People online. People online. 11:40. We'll get back. And in the next slides, I have very important thing. And also, people, I have some bonus. Let me just show you that bonus also. Okay. I just have another 2 minutes to see. The bonus, what I was telling, you'll be getting 100 plus Power BI dashboards, 1000 plus Power BI downloadable templates, 1000 plus Excel templates, then Python projects, complete the projects which you can download. Okay. See here, these are the dashboards what I'll be giving. So you can go here, you can click on the see. Let me just show you one. We'll take this sense. So this is a complete dashboard here, which is an example for you people. See. Okay. So like this, I have how many? More than 100 dashboards like that. Okay. See here. Okay. And all these are there directly. You can go here and download in my Telegram. Okay. So all this I'll be giving you. Come back. 11:40 will come back and then we'll continue the session. Okay. People not attending, I'll not give you the bonus. Right, people online? So 11:40 we'll gather. Okay, sure, Sapna, you can carry on. I'll give you in WhatsApp also. No worries. Now all this will be in our website. Okay, I'll put everything in the website so you can download from website. Okay, right. So let's get back at 11:40. Hi, people. All are back. Right, people all are back. Shall we start? All of you? Offline. All right, so let's start. Okay. All right. Okay. So let's continue. Right. So the previous session, we learned about few things, some points, that is, what is data analytics, what is the current trend, and also saw some of the terminologies what we use in data analytics, right? Okay. Next, what we'll do, we'll try to learn something more on this data analytics, shifting the mindset. How people used to think before, and now what is the trend? Why now is the best time to become a data analyst? Let me just tell you something. So all this actually, when I interact with the people and I see the current trend when I go to some corporates or I speak to so many HRs and try to understand how actually they are trying to pull the resource, what kind of candidates they are looking for the companies. So then I understood few things and I made this slide. Let me just talk about it. Old mindset. Previously, how the companies used to hire, or say how people used to think about the jobs. Okay, only IT people can get good jobs. When I say IT people, say, remember I told that when we actually were in the college, we used to think that IT jobs means software developer. That's all. Software engineers. Without coding, I cannot do anything in tech background. Without coding, that means without programming, I cannot do anything. So this is what actually the people previously used to think, and even I was thinking like that. But now the trend has changed. The mindset now is I can enter analytics even without hardcore coding. Coding means programming. Even without programming, I can enter this analytics field. Business knowledge, smart tools like Power BI, Tableau, SQL, Excel are enough to begin. So what does that mean? Previously, we used to know C, C++, Java, or this kind of programming language. Then only we were actually allowed to enter into this IT field. But now it's not like that. If you have the knowledge of studying the data, some business knowledge, and tools like Excel, Power BI, Tableau, SQL, it is very easy to enter. Even if you don't know Python, also you can still enter. Understood? Why now? Already I've mentioned this. Say data is exploding everywhere, every industry, every domain. Data, data, and data. The information they are collecting. It is not just in IT field, in every field. Tools are easier to learn. You want to learn Excel? It's easy. Within 1 week, you can actually learn. Forget about mastering. At least you can learn. Power BI, you can learn. Python, you can learn. SQL, you can learn. All these are very easy. Remote work. I told you, there are many companies who are allowing work from home jobs, remote jobs. Allows the analyst to work from anywhere. I told you, there are some friends who are actually working to other countries sitting in Bangalore. Understood? So remote jobs. More companies want problem solvers than programmers. Now, many companies are actually looking for the problem solvers. That means I have the data. Okay. My business is not good. Take some insights out of it and check what is the problem, how to solve this. Programmer cannot do this. What program can do? You can create one app. You can create one, application for collecting information or anything like that. But he cannot go and analyze. So the companies are looking more of these problem solvers than programmers. But our topic is why now? That means why 2025 is perfect for entering data analytics. Well, from 2023 also, it was coming, but now this year it is becoming more and more. The reason is data is growing faster than people who can handle it. I told you, it's becoming like a garbage. Every day you can see so much of data is getting collected. But the problem is there is no one to handle it properly. That's the biggest problem. There are many data analysts, but who can actually properly handle it? We don't have that kind of people. Every domain needs data-driven insights. Every domain. We have done corporate trainings. There is one company called as Pramatas. They are completely into this law. It's a law firm. Okay, you can see only lawyers there. Why do they need the data analytics? They are collecting so much of information about their client. So everywhere, I'm just giving an example. You go to any industry, get been to Eurofins, Tata Advinas, now it got changed to Eurofins. It's a medical research company. They need all these data analytics or say, some courses on Excel, Power BI, SQL, things like that. Why? They are handling that kind of, that much of data. Every industry you go, these technologies are required. AI and automation are creating more demand for analysts who can ask good questions, and AI automations. I told you, programming is required, but to the next level. I told you that AI, ML, even they need actually, if you want to make some conclusions, we need to have the data, right? The previous data. You don't need heavy investment. This is for the companies or people who wants to practice. You don't need any heavy investment. Excel, you'll get it for very less cost. Power BI, freely available. SQL, freely available. Python is open source. Yes, but there are some software tools, software, languages, programming languages. It's a very costly. A lot of investment has to be done. But these tools, not much investment. Any companies can easily start. Even a startup can easily, start working on this kind of technologies. Earlier you start, faster you go. I've seen many people, they'll come for inquiries. Say, I don't know their background or problems or whatever. They'll come and they'll ask, sir, I want to join data analytics. Very urgent. I'm getting some job and all, they'll speak. Then after that, they'll not job, they'll not join at all. When you do the follow-up, they'll say, no, I don't have money. Or they'll say, no, I'm not interested now. Okay, if you don't have money, yes, fine, there is some problem, financial problem. But if you say, no, I'm not interested, I'll see, that is not good. Why? Because if you keep delaying, if you keep postponing, what happens? The competition, right? There'll be so many people who will keep on joining. So many people will acquire that job. Yes, financial problem, I'll agree. There is some problem, fine. You can speak to us, we are there. See what best we can do. But if you think that, let me just postpone, that will get postponed always. You'll never learn. See, I'll tell you one incident. One person, okay, last 2 months back, he had come. His friends had joined here, and now they're in a big position actually. They joined 6 years back before COVID. Now, this fellow he thought that no, it's not required. Why should I actually spend so much of money? Now he's thinking that I would have joined that time alone. Now he's still getting 4.5 lakhs package. Their friends are actually getting 18 to 20 lakhs package. Okay. So when you actually think, yes, you'll do it, please do it immediately. Because now you cannot wait. You know what happens? If you keep on postponing, it will postpone, that's all. Nothing will happen. Now you can ask, sir, even if you do, will I get a job? See, tomorrow I don't know what happens. If I'm doing the course, tomorrow I might get the job. But today, if you're not doing the course, tomorrow you will surely not get the job. So at least we have an hope, we have the skills, I can get the job. Okay, let me be very practical. See, getting job is not so easy now. But still we can try, right? But if you don't have any skills, it is confirmed that people will not give job, companies will not give job. Okay, but don't worry, 100% I'll tell you, everyone will get job. You should have patience. You should target right, people. Last week I did one career growth. I told her, start posting one topic at least. How many of you followed? No one. Till now, I didn't get any tags. No one followed. Why? Still you're thinking, okay, let me see, let me see. It's very easy. I told you how to do also. Like, go to ChatGPT, take one topic, just put enough. Start with one simple topic. I'm not telling put daily. So you should brand yourself. I'll send you that video if you don't have that video. Brand yourself. If you're not branding yourself, you're not there in the industry now. Keep this in mind. Okay. Right. Next, understanding roles. The roles. This once you learn about data analytics, once you know about the technology, once you know the background, you'll easily understand this. But still, let me tell you, data analyst, data engineer, data scientist, or BI developer. Who are they? How difficult it is to get into this job? Data analyst. It is very easy actually. I'll tell you why. To become a data analyst, first thing is you should have common sense. That's all. I'm studying the data. What I can give the output. If you can understand this, you're a data analyst. I have a data. I just want to know how I can give an output so that people can easily understand. But to make people understand, I should have the technical skills, that is Excel, Power BI, SQL, or Python. This is enough. Even if you have only Excel also, it's fine, you can do. But if you want to go for advanced technologies, say advanced reports, then you can go for Power BI or Tableau. To maintain the data, I need to have SQL. If you want to do some automation, Python is required. That's data engineer. Data engineer means here his job is to get the data from where they do the data entries, right? From there, he's trying to bring that till the tool where we create the reports. We call it as pipelines, where the data is coming from various different sources. It can be from cloud, it can be from some server, it can be from anywhere. We're just trying to create some pipeline so that we'll get the data into my dashboards, reports, something like that. Say, I have Python, SQL, or cloud platforms. Data scientist. Data scientist is a person who not only study the data, create the reports or something, he is also responsible for telling, okay, next what happens? What all other reports, what all other insights I can get out of this particular data, what I have. It says predict future trends using data models. It is slightly difficult. I'm not telling it is very hard, slightly difficult. If you show interest, yes, you can do that as BI developer is none other than designing professional dashboards for the companies. BI developer is a part of data analytics. It's one part of data analytics. His job is just to create the dashboards, but he will not do all this data cleaning and things like that. Okay, medium, say Power BI SQL is enough. It's medium because you also have to understand about the business needs, understanding about the designing part, all those things will be there. Okay. Best entry is become a data analyst first. Then later on, you can go. So quick to learn job across industries. People, I tell you, the data analyst has got more advantage. You don't have to stop with one single domain. You can go to any different domains. Anywhere you can easily join. Any companies. Around say you can join. Okay. Correct. Understanding the current industry needs. This is very important. The industry needs. Why they are hiring data analyst. Okay, let's understand why they are actually hiring data analyst. Data is called the new oil. Petroleum is very costly, right? At one point of time, the petroleum products were actually the most demandable business. All these Arab countries and all, they used to make a lot of money. But now, the next, apart from these petroleum products, the data has become like an oil. It's become more, on-demand business now. Every company today, whether it is healthcare, retail, finance, education, or name anything, they generate, huge data, huge, very huge data. The problem is not the data generation. The problem is collecting the information. That is not the problem. The problem is how we can interpret it, create reports, how we can actually bring the insights out of this data. That is very difficult task. What companies want today? They want people who can analyze, that is, who can understand the data, people who can visualize, that is, people who can build the dashboards, people who can explain, that is, who can tell the story about the data, what they have. The companies are looking for these kind of people more. What companies expect from the candidate whom they are hiring? People who can collect, clean, analyze, and present data for better decision. I have a data. I want to study that data. There are some problems. I can give some solutions. I can take some reports out of it. I can create some dashboards out of it. They want people like that. Data analyst who can tell story through dashboards and reports. If you want to explain something, I need to have a proper reports. Collect all the reports and create some dashboards. So when I see the dashboard, the entire story I should know. So how to explain that story? That is what the companies are expecting. Data analysts, okay, professionals who can connect business goals with the data patterns. When I say business goals, see, the main aim of the companies to create dashboards is not just to, take some charts, colorful charts and keep them. They want to know how my business can be improved. You can see month on month, they'll have one reports line chart. Wherever they see there is something going down, immediately they'll mark there and see why it's happening. So that next time I should not do that mistake. I should increase my business. Then don't expect you to code hardcore apps. No one is bothered to get an app, application, or something to be developed now. Everything is getting ready-made now. You go to a company, purchase, you easily get all the softwares, whatever you need. But the customized thing for data analysis, it's very difficult because data will keep changing, right? Say they expect you to solve business problems. What to focus on? Focus on Excel, SQL, Power BI, dashboard building, and even communications. That's what I was always telling. Technical skills plus communication skills. Plus, you should also learn which domain you are working. I'm working on retail. Try to understand about how the retail industry is working. What all things I should actually show in my dashboard reports. Okay, right. Example, a retail store to find out, say, which product sells the most. They come to know that this product is selling most, they'll start increasing the production so that they can sell it more. Let's take our institute. They're collecting all your information. I can see that many of them are actually trying to learn Power BI more. What will we do? We'll increase the batches, right? We'll not say, no, you please wait till next month. We'll start a new batch. No, if you see some 10 to 15 people are joining, imagine. Will we actually push that to next month? No, we'll see. Somewhere we'll try to adjust, or we'll see which are, say, now what happens? There's an Excel batch. No one is coming. Then what will we do? We'll push that to next month. We'll take Power BI. I'm just telling you, the data, whatever is there, which helps us to create more business, so we'll start that. Okay. Which month is slow? So, slow sales. They hire data analysts for all these kind of questions. All right. The current hot areas in where the data analysts are hired, say business intelligence, predictive analytics, customer analytics, financial analytics, say financial reporting, process optimization using data. So these are all some of the areas where a data analyst should improve himself. Okay. All right. Again, we have covered some of this. I just put it here so that we have these things. Key terminologies in data analytics. So this we have already learned. Let me again tell you. Data means we know that it's a raw data or it can be clean data. Database also we have understood. Data cleaning, that we are trying to prepare the data so that we can create the reports. And then data visualization is nothing but the charts or graphs or infographics or whatever. KPIs are what? Key performance indicators. Okay, right. ETL, extract, transform, and load. This also we learned, that is collecting, cleaning, and storing of the data. Now coming to this dashboard. Dashboard is what? It is nothing but interactive report showing insights at a glance. That means I have a collection of reports. I have a collection of reports where I need to give some insights, give some information, give some solution. All the reports are collected, organized in the proper order, so that it is easy for me to explain others about what's happening. Okay, right. Data source. What is data source? Data source is nothing but from where the data is coming. Okay, I have stored the data somewhere. Where have I stored? Excel files, SQL, web page, PDF, text file, CSV files. It can be anything. It can be anything. From there, I'm trying to connect with my BI tools or Excel or whatever, and then create the reports. Data model. Data modeling means connecting tables, connecting data, not just from different sources, sorry, from different tables, from different sources as well. I have many tables. I'm extracting the data. I'm connecting. If it is one single source, fine. But now we can connect the data from various different data sources. So that we can do here. Insights are nothing but the conclusions, what's happening, what I should do. So all these things will be inside this insights. Okay, right. Say, take a I'll give you this example. Don't worry. We'll take a simple example and say monthly sales data. I'll give you this data to clean. I have so many various different data set. I'll give this not today. I told you when you come to this data cleaning class, I'll bring various different data cleaning concepts and I'll show you what all you can do. A huge. I'll take some real-time data and I'll show you how the data cleaning should be done. What all actually you should understand while cleaning the data. So everything I'll show you. Okay. Right. Next one. How to build the right mindset. Okay. Fine. How to build the right mindset. This is very important. People think that I'll go join the course. I did my Excel, I did my Power BI and SQL, done. Now I'll start looking for a job. You'll not get job like that. Analytics is not just a technical field. It's not just a technical field. I told you, right? You come to an institute, learn Excel, Power BI, SQL, done. Let's go and search job. No, there are more other things what you have to learn. What is that? Let me tell you. It's about curiosity, asking question to yourself and decision making. Say I should ask the question. If I take this column, what all reports I can create? If I take only sales, what will happen? If I take only profit, what will happen? What other KPIs I should create? You should ask questions to yourself. Okay. Next, you should be a problem solver. That means there is some problem, there is some loss. What should I do? I should give a suggestion. Say, always ask, what business question can this data answer? Don't worry, you can use now, various different AI tools. I'll show you how to do that as well. You can go to AI tools, you can get all kind of solutions. Curious, always dig deeper than surface data. I have a data, go to the level where you can understand and create more and more reports. That's what the client actually expects. Just don't create one, column chart, drag your, column. Okay, done. I've created some 50 charts. My reports are over. It's not like that. You should create dashboard. Inside that, the reports, the entire data should speak about what is there, that particular data. Okay. Communicator, learn to explain data insights. I told you communication is very important so that you can explain about the data. This should be explained to the people who doesn't understand anything about the data. Okay, he doesn't know anything about the data. He is not able to understand the data. So to those kind of people, we should be able to communicate. Continuous learner. Stay open to learn new tools. So always try to learn new tools. Okay. Next, you don't need to memorize. I've seen people now sitting and keep on practicing. They'll try to memorize. Don't do that. You need to think logically and practice. Take the data. See what all reports I can create. It can be a column chart, it can be a pie chart, it can be a line chart as. Real analysts do not only answer questions, they ask better questions. It's not that just, okay, I have some, reports to be created. Someone will tell, okay, create this. We should be able to ask more and more questions so that you will finally come to one conclusion that, yes, this is my report. This is the data, what it is. This is what I have to speak. Okay. All right. The next slide, okay, is about the skills required to start a career in data analytics. What all I need? The skills. Everyone were telling, I'm here for this 4 days workshop on to get the skills, to get the knowledge. Some actually told that career growth. But what actually you need? What is that you actually need? Let me tell you. Say Excel, SQL, Power BI. This is first step. This is more than enough. Excel, analytical thinking. SQL, business understanding. Power BI, communication. That is, you are creating some dashboard so that it will be easy for people to understand. Data cleaning. It is curiosity and problem solving. What is that? That means we can easily, if the data is clean, it is easy to understand, right? If the data is not clean, it will become very difficult to relate what actually we're trying to do. Dashboard building, say business understanding. So easily it will help us in making the reports, whatever you have created, understand the data is okay. Right. Even if you know Excel, Power BI, SQL, you can get your first analytics job. Okay, so we have that one. So that is the reason. Say the packages what we actually create is based on what the industry needs. We created a package called as data management with business intelligence for those people who are not interested in going to programming. Okay, that again I made that package based on the requirement in the industry. I go to the industry, I speak to them, I speak to HRs, I speak to candidates, I speak to seniors. Then only we can make one correct package. So here, see here it says Excel, Power BI, and SQL. That is more than enough to enter into this data analytics. But if you think I want more higher skills, then you can think about Python plus some libraries, VBA macros for automation, right? Excel automation we actually use, and critical thinking, say connecting dots in the business data. I have some data, I'm not able to create some, insights out of it. Then you should be able to connect with all the other tables, say go and check all the tables and then come to a conclusion. This is very important. Okay. Right. Next, the myth. This slide is very important. And I just try to pull out some data, pull out some information, and then I made this slide. Okay. What is this? Let me tell you. The myth is many people actually feel that only tech people can do analytics. Only technical people can do the analytics. But let me tell you, it is not the reality. The reality is anyone who can think logically can learn, become data analyst. Anyone I'm telling. You need 5+ years of experience. Many people come and say, sir, I have only 2 years experience. I have only 1 year. Sir, I have 8 years. It is not about how many years of experience you have. It is about how you can actually think very smart. Okay, it says good portfolio plus smart learning can build. I told you JD is very important. the profile. But depending on what JD we have, that is very important. Simply, I'll put Excel or SQL and then send. It will not work because all the ATS bots, whatever is there, will try to scan your profile. It will just ignore if your profile is not good. Coding is must. Many people actually feel coding is must. No. An analyst should know how to analyze the data, convert that into reports, that is visualizations, communicate properly about what's happening with the data. That is more than enough. You don't have to be a programmer always. And the programming will not actually help you in data analytics except for automation or creating some dynamic reports. Okay. Programming is most commonly used in what? For developing an app or something. But when it comes to automation, yes, we have to use program. Okay. You must do data science to succeed. Many of them feel that I should be a data scientist, then only I can succeed. No, strong analytic skills along with highly paid. Say, if you have a very good analytical skills, plus dashboarding skills, and all the technical softwares like Excel, Power BI, SQL, that is more than enough. Don't have to go and learn AI, ML, and all those things always. Analytics is for thinkers. Coding can be done later as well. What I'm telling is, I want to become AI and ML specialist. First, join analytics, data analytics, learn the concepts, and then start learning all the programming languages, and then move on. I'm not telling you to stay back in the data analytics only. You have to move on actually. How many years will be there in the same position? Right? Analytics is for everyone who can think, ask, and learn. Anyone can become a data analyst. Okay? All right. The people. So this is what I have for today. And these are our contact details. If anybody wants to contact, you can contact. Now, done. Okay. So now all the recordings of this particular session, the PDFs, everything I'll put in my website. Okay. And I'll give this to you people tomorrow. From tomorrow, I'll keep adding all the videos in the website and give it to you. But I want all of you to take it very seriously. Just don't think that I'm getting this video. I'll not come and attend. Certificate bonus will be given only for the attendees, not for the people who watch videos. Yes, I'll give videos you watch, no problem. But the bonus, whatever we have, and the certificate, whatever I'm giving, this certificate, again, I'm giving it as a certificate of participation, but I'll be giving you with something like a valid where it can be used. But still, I'm telling you, this certificate is not so valid in your profile. But yes, add this in the LinkedIn because the content, whatever I'm giving here, it is very important, which will actually give you some knowledge about the data analytics and data analyst. This you can put in your LinkedIn, but you can mention in your profile because I've given all the contents like a course here. It's not a 9 rupees or 99 rupees, kind of webinars. Okay. All right. So people, I'll stop here. Now, you people, if you have any questions, you can ask. I'll just enable the mic. Let me just enable the mic. All right. So now the mic is enabled. Anybody wants to speak, you can unmute and you can speak. Yeah, anybody, anything to say, ask.
Hello.
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 Can
Yes,
you
sir. My
address
name
your
is
name,
Sahil.
please? Please address your name.
Sir, my name is Sahil. I am from Nagpur, Maharashtra.
Okay, Sahil, tell me. Go on.
Sir, I want to ask. For me, Python. I mean, learning coding will take a lot of time, and it is. I don't understand easily coding. But so can I go in the data analytics industry with the Excel, Power BI, and SQL only?
Okay. So, Sahil, let me reframe your question. So, your question is Python is actually completely programming, which you are finding it difficult to learn. Can I go with
Yeah.
Excel, Power BI, and SQL? That is what your question is, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Right. So let me make it more clear. I think I've answered this, I've told this in the slide itself, but still, let me
Yes,
tell you, I think in one of the slides I've mentioned here. Let me just
yes,
show
yes.
you.
I
No, no, I'll
I
explain.
saw
No
the
worries.
slide.
I will explain. No
Yeah.
worries, Sahil. But don't worry. I'm just telling you. See here, to become an analyst, even only Excel is enough, or only Power BI is enough, or only SQL enough, fine. But I'll tell you, what happens whenever I want to analyze the data and I want to show that some reports. So we should be, first thing is, we should be very good in understanding the data. This is first thing what you have to understand. Say, if I'm able to understand the data, then I should use some tools to filter the data, slice the data, or something to clean the data. Then you can use Excel. Then if you think I want to write some queries, some huge data is there, make the data manage more faster and clear, then I can go for SQL. But when it comes to reportings, when it comes to dashboard, yes, we need to know Excel and Power BI. But the
Power BI.
question many people actually think, see, if I learn Python, if I learn some programming, is it compulsorily required to become a data analyst? People, let me tell you, programming is not always a compulsory thing to become a data analyst. But if you know, if you learn, I'll tell you, you can grow much faster. Why? Because let me tell you, when I say Excel, there is a data from 100 files. I want to automate it such a way that I need to clean that. Instead of manual, I have some programming language. I can use this programming language and I can clean the 100 files very quickly. So I can save some time, right? So there are some say situations where we need to learn programming so that we can save some time. The accuracy is there in cleaning of the data. Okay. So now the question is, you have to decide whether I want to go to that level by learning programming and start automating, or let me just start with the reports. Let me just start with some, Excel, SQL, and Power BI concepts. And after a few months, let me just think about going to the next level, that is automation, or using some libraries, creating some data analysis. That's left to you. So you can still go with Excel, Power BI, and SQL, and still you can become a data analyst. But if you think, I want to grow faster, if you think, somehow I'll manage, I'll try little difficult in the beginning, but still I'll manage to go for programming, then you can go for Python. Sahil, understood?
Yes, sir. Understood. And there is also 3 years career gap also, sir.
Pardon?
I have a 3 year career gap, sir.
Oh, you have a gap, is it?
Yeah, 3 year career gap, sir.
Okay. So, anyways, tomorrow I'll be speaking about the career gaps. Okay, but still, let me brief. Nowadays, the companies are not bothered about the gaps. They're always bothered about the skills what you have, and can you really take the projects what have been given. Okay, for that, the gap whatever is there, to fill to fill that, or say to overcome that, you need to learn more skills. You should make them feel that yes, if I give a project, you can still do better than the experienced people. So your profile should be with more skills, more mastered skills, and also the keywords whatever they're actually looking for, or if they give any projects to work on, you should be able to do. Okay, so career gap, this career gap is not at all a big problem now, but yes, they might find you might find it difficult to get into job when you have very less skills. If you have more skills, more relevant skills, and also if you're able to solve any kind of problems, yes, you can easily get the job. But gap is not a big problem for entering into, because many of them actually have got the job. Many of them have got the job in our institute itself with the 4 years, 5 years career gap. So we can still see what we can tell in that gap what you have done. Say some people have taken the gaps for medical issues, or some people have taken because of some personal trainings or something. Say some people are actually getting prepared for this government right? IAS, KAS and all. those kind of things. So gap depends on person to person, but companies are okay with the gaps if you have proper relevant skills. Sahil, got it? Sahil, got it?
Sir, I want to know.
Okay, fine. Right. So
Sir,
anybody else?
yes, sir.
Chandan Shakya. You're
Sir,
asking
I
for
want to
letter
know
of
that I
uh,
yes, yes, I've letter of recommendation, and I have some expertise about Excel, Power BI, MySQL, Tableau also. But I
uh,
don't know how to build a strong portfolio to get an job. Can you suggest
okay.
me some examples and some
Yeah.
help, please?
See, letter of recommendation we cannot give. Let me be very clear. Okay, but for your question that you have a good portfolio, I mean you have a good skills, but if you want to develop a portfolio, you can go
Yes,
to my YouTube. I have made a video on how actually you should uh, get into this networking, LinkedIn, and how your profile should be. All these things are there. Or you do one thing, take my number 9902058793. Okay, this is my number. Just message me. I'll send you the direct link for that particular video. Watch that and see. You will get a lot of ideas on that.
could you please repeat again with your number?
Yeah, it's there in the
Could
chat
you come
box.
again
See,
with?
it's there in the chat
Oh,
box.
okay, okay, okay. Thank you, thank you,
Just copy that. All right. Anybody else? Any questions? No questions? Okay. If you don't have any questions, just I'll take 1 minute of yours. How was this session? Just message me and then we can close the session. And tomorrow we'll see with a new topic. Okay. So quickly, just message me. How was this session? Okay. Tomorrow we have the skills and career paths. Okay, so we'll speak about it. And here we'll be speaking about how the non-technical background people and people who have career gaps can actually enter this field. Okay, and then we'll see how the people from various different domains can switch into this particular thing. And we'll also see how we can actually build a resume and link. All right. Okay, it was great. Chandan is saying great. Thank you, sir, for giving a clear overview of understanding. Okay. Good info. Thank you for knowledge you shared. Okay, fine. Thank you, Deepa, Sahil, Shashidhar, Chandan. What about others? Quickly, just 1 minute. That's all. I'll not take much time. Right, people. You people, how was the session? You got an idea? Right, people. So I will end the session. I'll catch you guys tomorrow with the same link. Thank you so much, Siddiq. Thank you, Yellish. Okay, right. So, right, people. So I'll end the session. So tomorrow, 10:30, same link. Okay, same link. Same link, same time. All the 4 days, same link, same time. Okay. Right, people. Thank you so much. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Bye bye.